All right. All right.
I'm in.
Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you at. How y'all doing? It's Joe and Nikki. Debrief. We're back at it again. We're running through our daily lives, daily talks, and we're gonna get to it. Co-host Nikki, she got a lot to talk about today too. It's gonna be a good episode. Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
We made it.
Yes.
We made it through 2020. We're going to make it.
Yes. We got 15 more days of Orange Man, so I'm ready for that to happen too. All right. So we're going to jump into it. We starting off at real quick. Oh, my bad.
I think you're up first, Joe, with your politic talk with Joe.
Okay.
Talk with Joe.
So we're back at it again. So, of course, everybody's been waiting on their stimmies. I have yet to see a stimmy.
Yeah.
But I have a couple friends that their stimmies unhit. They was pending from late in December, and they've hit Monday. I don't know. Nikki, has yours hit?
No, they said they're going by the last number of your social security number. So the two people I know, theirs is 0. So that's the way they got theirs.
Okay. So that's that with that. If you didn't get it, I seen they're going to mail checks. I also seen they're going to do debit cards. And I also seen if you don't get it that way, it'll be added to your taxes.
What?
Yeah. That's another way they're going to do it.
No, don't add mine to my taxes. No.
So.
No way.
Oh, yeah. So everybody's waiting on these stimulus checks. So it's good that they're going to come. People need them. I know I can use mine. So happy that's happened. Also happy all these loans and stuff are getting sent out. And money's back flowing in. So if anybody was watching, you have seen where I guess now because Trump is almost at the office, everybody's turning their back on him. So you see where they're releasing recordings of him calling Secretary of Georgia, pressuring him to find 11,000 votes, which is crazy. It's super illegal, and nobody's even really talking about it. Mitch McConnell looked like he's fed up with him and everybody else. So you say we're not getting no $2,000, and he ain't messing with Trump no more. He basically re-vetoed the bill that Trump vetoed, the Section 230 bill. Mostly it's for the military, but it got little things in there. One of them being censoring the internet or holding them liable for the things that we put on their social media platforms. That all got vetoed out. So it's real crazy going on right now. Georgia's actually voting today on a runoff election. So whoever's going to control the Senate, which is big for Joe Biden and Kamala, because if they get these 2 seats, they now control the Senate and the House, which means they can get through and pass a lot of their bills, anything that they really want to do. If they want to, they can get it passed through now because she has the tie vote. So if it goes 50-50, she gets to decide where her vote goes, which more than likely is going to go to her party.
Right.
So there's a lot going on today. Tomorrow, Congress votes to certify the Electoral College. There's some people that's going to vote against Joe Biden, so it's going to be real tricky. But tomorrow will officially be the end of him. When that goes through, there's nothing more he can do. He'll probably sit and pout. Who knows? He might be pressing some red buttons, sending off some stuff. But it's over for him tomorrow after Congress gets together and votes on Electoral College. So there's a lot going on this week with that.
So the last date is the 21st, Joe, or is
the 20th is when Joe Biden officially gets in. But tomorrow is the last stand for Trump. Like he's hoping that the senators get together and overturn all our votes and Electoral College votes and be like, no, that's not right, and make him president. That's what he's betting on. But once tomorrow comes and goes, there's nothing more he can do.
Okay.
He's did all his. He sued. He's brought stuff to Supreme Court. Even that didn't work out for him, which is funny. He put all those Supreme Court justice in there, and it still didn't work for him.
Right.
So he's at the end of his road. So I wouldn't be surprised if you hear the craziest stuff out his mouth this week coming. That's saying a lot based on what he has been doing for 4 years. Yes, he is a mess, complete mess. So it looks like we get back to regular politics.
Yeah. So what kind of things do we expect from Biden when his first couple of months in office, Joe?
So I think we're going to go into some type of another lockdown, but this time it will be like countrywide. So he's going to pass some type of federal regulation. Mm-hmm. Right now, he's leaving it up to state by state, and it's not working. But I feel like it's going to be some type of countrywide mandate on something, whether it be masks, whether it be capacity at all restaurants, 50. It's going to be something. I could also see some type of more help coming from Biden, money-wise, but I'm not sure. Okay. Or it could be more like programs-wise, as far as like with your bills, your rent, things like that. Besides that, his team is real strong, so I hope he leans more on his team to help him. Because I'm not even sold on Biden. Like between really him and Kamala, they got to do a whole bunch of reform with prison. He has a lot to do. So
he made a lot of promises. He made a lot of promises like Bush did, well, like Clinton did too also. And Clinton wasn't able to do a lot of stuff. So I'm interested to see about, of course, the prison reform and also about the student loans, because I mean, taking 10 stacks off of a student loan for people like, I mean, that went to like even post education after like got their PhD, you're up in 100,000. So you taking 10 stacks off of it. I mean, thank you, but
yeah, it'll be more like it'll be a federal loan that they'll take away money from that. But all them private loans, they're not coming off.
Okay.
They probably won't even touch those. But like your state funded probably loans or federal loans, anything that had to do with the government, I can see that. But you start leaning into a socialist country type, this is a tricky slope, slippery slope. So yes, I like all the help that they're doing. Yes, it's good. But once you start getting used to the government taking care of you, is where it gets funny. Because you got to look at it on the opposite side. I was having a discussion with one of my friends. I was like, yeah, they got to help people. But it's going to get to a point where, hey, I get it. Rona's here, but we got to open up. Because what about all the people that's actually working?
Right.
And they're not getting these handouts. What is an incentive for them to keep going to work? What's the incentive for them to keep doing the stuff that's helping the country actually keep moving right now? When they can sit at home and get more in unemployment or loans than they did when they were working.
Right.
So it's going to reach a breaking point. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll be interested. I guess Georgia may start getting their extra 300 this week. Probably maybe tomorrow, if not definitely next week. And I think it'll be for 2 weeks. The problem is going to be again for all these people that are not going to work because they'd rather get the $700. So yeah. I strongly ask business owners like ourselves to come up with different incentives for people to work. It's going to be hard because it's kind of their game now, especially since we haven't got any PPP money. It's coming, I'm sure. I mean, I think we said the end of January, but January and February, business owners, y'all have to kind of lean on their understanding. You're going to have to let them be off certain times. You're going to have to say, you're just going to have to do different incentives because they're not going to come to work, especially if they've never made $700 to $800 a week before.
Yeah.
So I know that places like our restaurant and like the pool hall and stuff like that is going to be compromised because they'd rather stay home, especially if they have a supervisor like Joe and Quinn. So I would stay home too. I'm not going to lie. Like if I had Quinn, Joe is my supervisor, I'd be like, yeah. I'll take the 700. Stay home. You're for the put the chains on the door for me. So it's gonna be hard for us. I get. We're gonna have to. We may even have to like go ourselves in the trenches. So
yeah,
but
I see that more. The supervisors, people higher up, is gonna have to do most of the work until it's back. We back on.
Yeah, we back in the kitchen.
So,
we in the streets, back in the kitchen, fighting kids and cooking wings. I mean,
just for talking about some of them kids the other day, and I just started having flashbacks. So I was like, whew. Back to wrestling these kids, boy, I tell you.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, because people are not going to come to work to fight kids and and cook chicken wings, and then they don't feel appreciated. But I mean, we try to make our staff feel appreciated, but we can't pay you what the government's paying you. We can't pay you $700 a week because you can you put the right sauce on a burger. I mean, I appreciate you, but like even yesterday, and I know this goes back to people getting their like semis. Three staff members quit yesterday out the restaurant. We only had 7. So 3 quit all like simultaneously. I was like, oh, they must have got their check. So, I mean, in Georgia, that's how it is. Everybody wants to be loving hip hop or Atlanta housewife. So $700 is a lot of money, especially since in Georgia, they still not paying bills. So yeah, that's where we're at. I don't know.
Look like Nick's having a problem.
Okay. Mr. Richardson, can you get on or no?
Says internet's acting up.
Because he's not. Why always when it comes to his stuff, is there a problem?
It's the lawyers, man. It's the lawyers.
It's the lawyer. Because every week. Tell me, let me try. Every week it's something with Norwood Richardson. That's Lena's son, because I don't even understand. Every week I can't make
also, it. If we have any business owners on here, I would have y'all go try to do that PPP loan. If you had your LLC before February 15th of
But Joe, remember now, tell them to call us, because we processing fast over here.
Come holler at us. But if you had your LLC before February 15th of 2020, you eligible. So hey, get all the help that you can get.
Okay, I think we have Mr. Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you for joining us after 3 weeks. Thank you for drinking.
Oh, Red Cup already?
Red Cup already. After how many weeks? After how many weeks, Nikki?
It's been 3 weeks since we've been trying to get you on the show. You pushed it back 1 week. Then
my fault. I canceled the show last week.
You wasn't ready anyway.
I was ready.
All right, so we have Attorney Norwood Richardson. He is out of Houston. He can do most cases anywhere. He is phenomenal. He is great. He doesn't run off on the plug of free Q. We're going to get into some questions, Mr. Norwood. Free Q.
If I'm slow to respond, it's because you broke up or I can't hear you. Just bear with me. My office gets bad reception for some reason.
Okay, I want to do the first question, Joe, and then I'll take it over, because I know this is kind of what a lot of people may want to understand. So Norwood, Mr. Richardson. So one of your family members had or has an open case.
Closed case.
Closed, half open case. You're right. Can you explain how you would have done things differently to get a different outcome? And can you explain to the viewers why you did not get on that case?
For starters, that particular family member was way too involved in the logistics of that business. If I would have known, or if I could advise that family member differently this time, I would have that person have somebody to do what they were doing in their stead, as opposed to them being so involved. Because what you want to create in a situation like that is plausible deniability. if you have plausible deniability, you have a chance in any case. In this particular situation, that family member didn't have plausible deniability. So they had zero plausible deniability. So that would be my advice. Don't do crime, but that would be my advice in the future. If you do find yourself in a situation, create some type of plausible deniability, or put yourself in a situation where you have plausible deniability. And I guess the second part, why I didn't get on the case, it was too close to home for me. I felt like it was a lot of pressure, and I felt like it was in the best interest to hire an outside lawyer to handle that case, because it got really, really, really close to home, and that made me and my family uncomfortable.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, Joe.
Give yourself a cushion. Got it.
Right.
That's why we keep lawyer on staff, yo.
Yo, real quick, Snipes gave that nigga $1 last week. Talking about, you're not my lawyer. You took the $1. You're my lawyer.
He need to start watching Power. Snipe watching Power.
He would not let me walk out of the house without taking that $1.
He said, you took the $1, right? That means I can call you. You're my lawyer. I was like, I didn't know it worked like that, but okay. But
hey, Nick, tell them they're going to start paying you for real. I need the check cut.
Now, lawyer going to be on these streets. Y'all keep paying dollar retainers.
I like this question because I've gone through this. Explain to viewers how to protect their rights in a DUI stop.
Can I use that as a perfect segue to talk about what I want to talk about?
We're going to it.
I'll get to that question, Joe. But for all y'all that don't know, I have a book that's coming out this month, and I'm really excited about the book, and it's about driving while intoxicated. And for everybody that purchases the book and posts it on their social media, you'll be entered into a raffle, and the winner of that raffle will get $500. Yeah. If you post the book and you happen to have a shirt like Nikki, Joe, I left you a shirt too, I think. Nikki, you give me a shirt?
I'll see this weekend.
If you wear the shirt and post a book, you get your name entered twice. But the raffle will be done on the book's release date. So actually a week after the release date. Right? The book's supposed to come out on the 22nd.
Right. So we'll on our show that day, we'll announce it.
Purchase it online, post the book, post a picture of yourself in the shirt. You get entered into a raffle, and you win $500. But in the book, it talks about several things you can do to protect yourself from getting a DWI. And Joe, I don't know your particular situation, but the one piece of advice that I always offer is just don't take the test. Any of those tests that they offer you, don't take it. It might seem like it's a good idea. They might tell you that you're going to go home. If you pass, you can get arrested even if you pass. Don't take the test. Don't take the breath test. Don't take the standardized field sobriety test. Don't do any of that shit. Don't do that shit. And even if you do go to jail, you put yourself in a better situation to be in the case because they don't have any evidence against you. So
yeah. I tell my friends that now. I was actually sleep parked in my car. With my car running. It was cold outside, but I got real drunk. I couldn't make it home. So I slept in my car.
So you thought you were doing a good thing.
I thought so.
And you were. You were being safe. But they can still charge you because your car's operating, you're in the car, and you're drunk.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit. Other than that, buy the book. I hope it's a good read. I'm excited about it. I've got favorable reviews so far. Nikki, you liked the first couple pages you read, right?
I did. And I like telling people that advice, even though it doesn't make sense at first, but it does. Even the situation this weekend where my people were in an accident, and it was like somebody died in the accident, and they breathalyzed them. So don't take the test. Read the book. Know your rights. It's
quick. And it's a quick read. It's supposed to be. It comes off like a conversation with me. That's what it's supposed to be. It's a quick read. It's not a 78, 150 page book. It's a good quick read, and it'll help you. Think of it as a manuscript, a guideline to help you in your particular situation. Should you ever be put in that?
What platforms is the book going to be available on?
It'll be on Amazon, Kindle, and I'll have hard copies.
Okay.
So we'll announce on the 26th the winner. Is that what we're doing? Because the book comes out on the 22nd.
Come down here. We can have a book release party, like we had the Billboard party.
Like the banner.
I'll heat the pool. We can do like we normally do.
I'm so with that.
All right, so we'll be broadcasting live from Houston on the 26th.
I'm so with it.
We'll be broadcasting live on the 26th of January from Houston.
Poolside.
With the book.
Jacuzzi side for me.
Let's do it.
All right. How long have you been practicing law, and what's your area of expertise?
13 years this year. 14 if you count the last year in law school when I was practicing. My area of expertise, if I had to pick one particular thing, it would probably be drugs and alcohol. Believe it or not, I get a lot of drug cases. I've actually been fortunate enough to handle cases with, I'll just heavy drug users and abusers in the Houston area, and I think I've studied a lot about DWIs. I've been in a lot of continuing legal education classes. I've been fortunate enough to follow and shadow great lawyers who just do only DWIs. And that is just kind of, I guess my experiences has kind of guided me into being experts in those. I won't say experts, as being really good in those particular areas. But it's not something I chose. It's just what life and experience and history has actually just brought me to.
Okay. What makes someone successful in this role?
Being able to relate to people, like being a lawyer is you're a salesman. You're always selling yourself. No matter how long you're doing it, you always have to make the other person feel comfortable in hiring you. When I take on a client, it becomes a relationship. They become sort of like a family. So somebody who's successful is somebody who can be able to relate to the client and relate to the potential jury. The good lawyer isn't the person who's the most articulate. It's not the person that knows all the law. It's a person that a juror member can look at and say, you know what, I believe that mother. That shit makes sense. And I think that's why I've been able to, because I've had people who in my class who I know are smarter than me. I've sat in the classes where I felt like shit, I'm fucking dumb. And I know shit, some people I work with definitely have a larger vocabulary than me. And they say words that I fucking went home and looked up. So what the fuck does this mean? But when it comes to practicing law and getting results, I'm more successful because I can just relate to the people. I can relate to those motherfuckers who, with this 12th grade education, who just want to know, does that make sense? Is he credible? And I think that's what makes a good lawyer, at least in trial.
What states you practice out of, and people can still hire you anywhere in the U.S.?
Yeah, they can hire. If you got the money, I'm coming. They got money, I'll be there. I practiced in Louisiana, Georgia, and of course Texas so far. Yeah, that's where most of my cases have stemmed from. But if you got the money, I'll make it happen. If you don't call me. I'll refer you out.
No pro bonos.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, North Carolina. I'm taking a case of North Carolina. Aggravated robbery in North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's all they want to hear. All they hear was North Carolina and Georgia. That's all we need. I mean, if we're going state to state doing crime, we're good. We need another lawyer.
Because what happens is I have to pay another lawyer typically to get on the case with me. And that lawyer has to be licensed in North Carolina or in that particular state. So it costs a little bit more, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Davis McLean over here. Joe Proctor, if y'all watch Power.
Davis McLean going to prison. I like his character too. I'm a Tariq fan.
Yeah, Tariq. Yeah, he stepped up.
I haven't seen last weekend though.
Tariq is upstairs.
Tariq is definitely upstairs.
Definitely Tariq is upstairs.
Tell me about your firm's culture.
That's a hard question because my culture is, I mean, my firm's culture is really, really designed to be like your family member. It's like somebody. It's like how y'all treat me. That's how I treat my clients. Essentially, I tell my clients when they first hired me, I'm 24/7 to clients. Just like I'm 24/7 to y'all. If you have a question, if you think you're doing something wrong, you can text me. You can call me. I may not answer, just like I might not answer with y'all, but I'm gonna try to get back with you. And that's what I want. I want my people to know that like I'm part of them. I care enough about them as if they were my sister or my brother. And that's what I want all my clients to appreciate about me. They always get in touch with me, unless they pay. and I just got their back. So we're simple. I mean, we're simple. We're small. We just brought on a new associate who speaks Spanish.
Oh, that's right.
So, excuse me. We're good.
Cool.
There's Drake hitting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna skip this one. What's your biggest problem when taking on a new case?
He hates when people say this phrase. Like
The internet said it.
Oh shit! What is my biggest? See, that's not even. It doesn't have to be my case. It can be anybody's case. There's two things I hate when clients, potential clients, or anybody says is when they try to counteract what I say with what the internet says. But if I tell them the case is going to take years, well, the internet said you can beat this case because it's easy. I hate that because lawyers are the most disrespected profession there is out there. We have a stigma attached to us that we're just not credible. Anybody can do our job. That's the second thing I hate. I went to law school, or I almost went to law school, or I could be a lawyer. And I'm like, okay, like I don't know. There's no other profession. I don't go to NFL players be like, I could have been in the NFL. It's just like, but for lawyers, we just get shitted on, and I think so. Breaking down that wall that people build up. A lot of times, people try to build their own defense and just tell us that case, just lie to us, and then have us work with that. They don't let us do our job because they don't tell us the truth. But thinking they know more than the lawyer is the biggest hurdle that we have to get over sometimes.
Got you. That makes sense because now that everybody got Google,
right?
So, this gets a chance to do a little bit more promo. Tell the people where they can reach you at. If they want to hire you, they need some help.
Oh, good, yeah.
If they got their dollar.
Call my assistant, Nikki Richardson.
I'm not nobody.
That's
what y'all think.
I'll give both numbers. She doesn't answer. Call her again and keep calling her. But not for real. 855 CUINCRT. 855 See You in Court is my my legal line. You can give me. It's 24/7. Call that number. You have questions. If I know you, you can always text me. I got your back. I appreciate y'all.
And yes, they can always call our intake line.
Yeah, Nikki Richardson.
We will get
call
you.
Me.
Call Joe.
All my friends come to me because they swear they think I could beat all the cases. But nah, yeah. Appreciate you, Nick.
Really
I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get on the hookah and listen to the rest of the show.
Yeah, but we're gonna get you back, Mr. Richardson, in about 20 minutes because we want to hear your secret that all these people have been on here for 3 weeks for. So we're gonna
bring you back to hear my secrets.
Your mama said.
Mama said I got secrets. Shit.
Right.
Secrets.
So we're gonna see. So we're gonna bring you back in about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna.
All right, y'all. I'm like this hookah.
All right, appreciate you. All right.
Who you wanted to bring on? I see. We got. Sub and Kareem sitting on.
I don't know where Los is at.
Oh, Sub's first, actually.
Sub's here, so Marquez doesn't have to go. Let's go ahead and do them, and then I'll do mine after that, and I'll try to find Los. I'm gonna bring them on.
Okay.
Kareem, Sub. Happy New Year!
Name me up.
Look at Kareem. Welcome
You
to
want to do them one at a time?
Yeah, do Sue first because I think he has to get back to work.
Yeah, it looks like my man is on the road now.
Right.
Yeah, about to go get
Probably
a
went to
couple
go get lunch
checks.
and gotta come back.
Okay. What's going on, Sue?
Chilling, man. Can't complain.
Yeah.
So we
Lisa,
wanted this section just to talk about the male version of relationships now. And so me and Joe have been talking a while. And so we wanted to bring on the three of you.
hold on.
Recently got out the game or trying to get out the game. So we brought on people that we knew could be honest and candid. So Joe picked y'all, and I believe it. I believe this is going to be a good segment.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely. These are my friends, people I talk to literally every day. My girlfriend says we have a real bromance. It's out of control. But I knew that y'all could come bring some knowledge to three different aspects of what we've been through to this point in our lives. We all in different aspects as far as relationships and dating. So I knew y'all would be good for this segment. I'm gonna start with Sue, and the first question is, how long have you now been out the game?
I've been out the game about a month.
About a month.
Yeah, I'm fresh out the game.
Fresh out the game. Yep. So, what is your biggest regret, if any, about getting out the game? If you do, or if you don't?
I really don't have any regret getting out the game. The game's been good to me. It's just it comes that time when you gotta, transition to the next game, which is, being boyfriend, husband, you know what I'm saying, and then eventually for me being a father. So
Yeah, that's true. What is the best thing you can say that is not obvious to not being out the game? Like, what is, now that you're out the game, especially freshly, what's a good thing now? You're like, damn, like, this is what I've been missing.
just having that consistent person like you can count on. The meals being spoiled. It's not a thing of like keeping it funky. Like damn, I want some ass tonight. Like I can go get some ass at a drop of a dime. It's just like I said, just conveniently having somebody there, to talk to, what I'm saying, to be vulnerable with all of that. But, the biggest perk is probably, like I said, like, hey, I want to get some ass. I can get some ass.
That's the best perk?
I think the comfortability of where you at with this person. So that's why I'm going to the next.
Don't clean it up for him, Joe. That's not what the fuck he said. Don't clean it up for that nigga. No, sir. No. Right for that nigga, boy. Do not clean up. That nigga did not say comfortability. No, he didn't use that big word, Joe. He said have sex and fuck. No.
He's driving. Obviously, somebody ran across the road or something.
Yeah, my joint was heating up, so it kind of knocked me out. But I'm back.
I'm gonna ask you this question. Like, the game's been good. What did you do? Because I know for a fact we've met and we've been around, dealt with a lot of good different women. What did you do this time around that was different that got you to this point with this young lady?
So, honestly, I was okay with being alone. I think a lot of the times when I was looking for a lady, like I was trying to nitpick and find like the perfect lady, and really trying to force myself into a relationship. Like I said, I just eventually got to a point where I was like, what, but I don't care. I'm all good with being alone. Like I told you before I met her, we was gonna share New Year's. Like I was gonna be there alone, with the single group.
Yeah.
But God blessed me and brought her into my life right before New Year's. So, things happen for a reason. Just staying patient, not settling, because I could have settled a couple of times, met a lot of great girls. My boy Penn always says, it's a lot of, good women, I'm saying, out there, but they're just not great. So, I finally found my great woman, and, I'm enjoying it.
I see it, man. It looked good on you.
It did. It did.
My guys out here.
Cut off
So,
again. My fault.
oh, no, I can hear you. I don't want to think like this, but the current situation is great. We all hope that ends how we all want it to end. Marriage, kids, whole family. If it doesn't work out, do you ever see yourself being back in the game, or more motivated to maybe find another person and get right back out of it to where you at now?
I think that's all relative to like how it, ends. You know how us guys are, chick break your heart, you want to get out there, you want to break a couple hearts, have people feel that pain that you felt. But at this age, I'm kind of not trying to get back in the game again, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, the game is fun, but it's boring. At least, like I said, I know single niggas is probably like, nah, it ain't boring, la 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 la. But it's boring. I've done everything I needed to do. I'm a legend in the game, like Pee Wee Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really need to get back in. So if I got out, I definitely would be looking to get, what I'm saying, right back, what I'm saying, with somebody, not, immediately. Of course, they will have to check all of the, the boxes and stuff, but, it won't be I'm going to be single for a while again.
True. I understand that, man. Yeah. I just, any advice to anybody out here that's trying to get to where you at right now?
Just be intentional. Be intentional with what you want. Don't let nobody pretty much, treat you any type of way, and don't settle for anything just because you, like I said, you want to be in a relationship. One of the best pieces of advice that you gave young was, you got to be comfortable with being alone. If you're not comfortable with being alone, then you're not going to be, happy with being with somebody. So definitely, just enjoy, dating yourself, being by yourself, because when that person comes, all they're going to do is add to it. And like I said, definitely, like I said, stay with your intentions, stay focused, and that's pretty much it.
Cool.
I'm happy for him. He looked very happy when I saw him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, hey.
He had a different energy with him. It was good.
Listen, we had a New Year's Eve party, and it was a different type of energy. Like, it is almost time to, hey, y'all bring the kids over for hot dogs and hamburgers.
Right. Party ends at 8. Right.
So yeah, man.
We're gonna turn the water hose on.
Turn the water hose on. Man, but yeah, man, brother, I appreciate you. Appreciate your view.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
And good luck. Make it happen. Y'all. You're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me. I'm running around like a madman trying to get a COVID test right now. So
promote your brand. We should have wore your shirt. Promote your brand while you're here.
Yeah, it's all good. Shout out to Out of Towners clothing brand. We fresh. We still in the baby stage, but we got some things working out. Definitely look us up on Instagram at WeAreOTZ. That's WeAreOTZ. You know what I'm saying? And buy some products from us, because we need that. We black business. Support your black businesses.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
All right.
All right. I'll try to get back on once I get done with this test.
Okay.
All right, man.
All
right. So
do Kareem. Let's skip low.
I'm gonna save Reem, because I'm gonna just go down the phases.
Okay, all right. I'm ready for that for like 3 weeks.
Reem already. Hey, Deuce got something to say too. But
Los used to be Kareem not that long ago. So
yeah. So I mean, I know these guys personally. These are like my best friends. So these convos we have all the time. So like Sue just got out. My man Los, we ran the streets. We did it all together. He got his business going. He's at that point in life too. He's ready to get out. He's not out, but he's not in the streets. So I want to hear that perspective from him about this phase in this part of life. So, Los, tell me the last relationship you had and how long was it?
Last relationship was maybe 2 years ago, about 2 years ago. It lasted nearly a year. So for me, that was pretty good. Most relationships I've been in have actually been too long. Like we talked about, I've spent most of my life in the streets. So anytime I get in a relationship, for me, over 6 months, I'm doing well.
Yep. I feel you, man. What do you like about not being in a relationship? What things do you hate besides the obvious of not being in a relationship?
The number one thing I like is my freedom. My freedom to do what I want when I want to. I don't have to answer to anybody. That's probably the thing that I love the most about not being in a relationship. Just being able to do as I please and not worrying about, oh, she doesn't want me to do this, or maybe I shouldn't do this because it's probably not going to be the best thing for my relationship. So that's it for me. And as far as what I miss about a relationship is probably just having somebody to share things with, so accomplishment, things like that, having somebody you can talk to, come to, and having that person that you can bounce things off, grow with, so you can become a better person, help them become a better person as well. And just that intimacy of having someone there with you.
So this is a funny question. This ain't come from me. This came from Nikki. If you had to take one of your exes back to step out on faith and make her believe you're ready, would you? One, and who would it be?
Oh man.
Right.
I got one in my mind. I jumped way back to when we was in colony days.
Yeah, who I want to hear that.
Toast, that's who I think too.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
Most likely.
So what would you do different this time to make it work? Yeah, I wrote the questions.
So, really how it ended was me being selfish and going after things that I shouldn't be going for or stepping out. I wasn't cheating per se, but I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing. And so that kind of messed things up for me. Looking back on it, it was stupid. Never should have done it. I considered myself to be faithful at the time, but in the overall picture of things, I wasn't faithful. So I'll tell you what happened. So as far as having sex, being with someone else, it never went that far, but I was giving someone else my time. I was lying to them in order to get something that I wanted. But in my mind, I'm thinking I'm not having sex with this person, so I'm not cheating. But put yourself in the other shoes. Would you want your partner to do the same thing? No. So I was wrong. So I would definitely need to rethink things and apologize and maybe come back to me. Please forgive me. I wouldn't do that. But at the time I was young and I didn't really think like I think now. But looking back, definitely shouldn't have done.
Yeah, I think we all have done. We don't fucked up a lot.
Yeah.
And,
a lot.
Yeah. So are we different now? And I think that gets a lot of having conversations with women, they get so mad that we're able to just be like, wake up tomorrow and be like, all right, yo, I'm done. And everything that we did before, it don't mean really shit. It can move on with our lives. But I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, we have done a lot of crazy stuff. I'm just thinking back, like I remember coming up to ECU, like we we had some good times, and I think you just got to go through that for it to work, for it to get to where I'm at, or Sue, or a couple of my other friends that are married. Like we got to get there. So, what are some of the things you want to change to help you get out the game? What's the steps you taking?
So a lot of self-reflecting. So looking back on my past, things that I've done in the past, even if I was in a relationship that ended, that wasn't my fault, I still try to always look back and see what could I have done to make that situation better. What did I do wrong? What can I grow from? What can I take from this? Just to become a better person. Just try to see what things I can do to make myself a better person. And on some other shit, Married at First Sight, I'm telling you, great show. So I watched that show and I look at the things that those people go through in their relationship and what the doctors try to tell them, help them with. Some of the stuff, I recognize myself as some of those people or some of the things that I do, and I like to take from that. Okay, when you're looking on the outside in, things look a lot different than they do when you're actually in that situation. So just looking at situations like that and seeing things that I may have done in the past, sit back like, wow, this is how it looks to other people. Maybe I should do this, do that different, change things up. So yeah, a lot of self-reflecting, man.
Yeah. Do you have anybody that you got your eye on? Anybody special, or you just kind of just chilling to?
So
that's good.
Right now, I'm just chilling. I don't want to force anything, just like Sue said. So even though I want a relationship, I don't want to force a relationship and put myself in a situation that I don't want to be in long term. So,
ladies,
right now, I'm available. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey, ladies, if y'all on here, we'll holler at my boy, Frico Suave. Last chance slows.
That's the
Yeah, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to be part of one of the 5 weddings I think Los is gonna have.
Everybody always thinks I'm gonna have multiple.
we already missed the first one.
I like to keep it on the low,
But that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Okay. We appreciate you. We look forward to
you want to put out Los also has a sneaker business.
Right.
Well, more than sneakers, any exclusive product that you are looking for. On my sneakerheads, on my hype beasts. Los, tell them your Instagram.
So anything that you need that you can't get your hands on as far as clothing wise, shoes wise. So I sell that. So I have Instagram page is Rush Sneakers 704, RUSH Sneakers 704. So you can always just give me a follow. Send me a DM. Check out my page. If you see something that you want on the page, let me know. If you see something that you want that's not on the page, let me know. I can always get that for you as well.
Yeah, please have your money ready because he don't like he doesn't take questions about a product for a long time.
Don't not play about his coins.
I do.
Product's great though.
Please have your money ready.
For you.
Don't.
We'll get it for you.
Serious inquiries only.
Please do not waste my time.
Please do not waste my time. And please do not call us about him. Just no. Okay, let's appreciate you.
All right, guys.
I'm excited. Happy 2021.
Happy 2021 to y'all.
All right.
Year new me.
All right.
We saved my guy Reem for last. Somebody I've known for a very long time. It's almost like watching my son grow to where he's at. I'm very proud of Reem.
You're right. I do.
I was
so excited.
I'm excited. I'm very happy for. I mean, like I said, I've known Reem for a long time. From where he came from to where he is now, he's real sure about the things he wants. Got his own mind. His opinions are strong, but I love it. So that's why I want to bring Reem in. Reem just moved to Charlotte, and I want to bring him on to hear his experiences compared to how me and a couple of my friends were when we came to Charlotte. And the Charlotte dating scene is just crazy. Like it's real wild. So Reem is currently he's single. He's being selfish, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. He's doing things that he wants to do for him in his life right now, and I see him growing every day. We have convos all the time, and it's real. He's doing good, but I want to hear his perspective on the women that he's running into now, because it just sounds even different, more different than when we was a couple years ago out here. So obviously, Reem is still in the game right now.
Yes, I am.
You know what I mean? Still having Steph Curry type game, 62 points a night.
When I heard it a couple weeks ago, I was like, Kareem who? What are you talking about? He's like, Reem. I'm like, I don't understand who you're talking about. Like, that's in these streets. That I just didn't get it, because that wasn't even the person that I knew. So I was like, oh yeah, he got to come on the show, because I just don't even understand how that happened like that.
Reem's out here.
I mean, I'm just running the streets, trying not to sprain any ankles, any scuffed knees. I'm just trying to keep it clean.
Yep. So these questions are funny. Besides the obvious, do you really enjoy the game? Do you really enjoy the game? Having the ability to deal with whoever you want with every night, go on different dates 7 times a week, this girl, that girl, phone never dry. Do you like that part of the game?
I do. I like freedom. I don't really like feeling like restrictions. So I mean, who wants to feel restriction? I mean, obviously there's you gotta have some type of rules to the game, but for the most part, I just like the freedom and being able to kind of pick and have options. Options are the best thing. We only have one option. It's kind of very fixed minded. It's not really, can't really expand. I just want to see what's out there. So most definitely.
Yeah. So you think that people should date multiple people to find out what they want?
I do. I do feel, everybody's situation is different. Some people aren't open to it. But I look at dating as like any other skill set, right? For you to get better at it, to be able to actually know what you want, you have to put in work. So I think dating is putting in work, and you kind of find out things about yourself as you go along. So
I agree. I think you should be out here and see what you want and don't want. Mm-hmm. So being that you newly out here in these streets, wild it out, at what point does that special woman what does a special woman have to do to make you step your game up and get out the streets? Even if you're not thinking about it, you love in the streets and you meet that one chick, you like, damn. Like, what would that chick be?
If she got to do something like, like when you're watching a movie and you kind of like, all right, why should I even keep watching this movie? It's got to be a scene, something there that's going to keep my attention, as far as going to keep me engaged. Like, and it just can't be like the foundational stuff. Nikki, why are you looking like that?
Go ahead.
I'm going to let Nikki ask you some questions afterwards, because obviously everybody on the side is waiting for Nikki to ask Kareem direct questions. I'm going to get through these right here.
Didn't worry about the wrong thing. Worry about them questions. See, don't worry about me.
But the most part is like, what's going to make me like step back and be like, let me put all my attention onto you? What is going to make, and the same thing for me as well. Like on the other side, like what would make her want to just take all her attention off the street and onto me?
Got you.
Go back to that. That was some bullshit. Go back to that. Go back.
Nikki, I'm gonna let you rebuttal and let you get back at it. I'm gonna let you get back at it.
It's lying, bro. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna chill. This thing's a liar. Go ahead.
Oh,
All of a sudden, he the man of the streets. Nigga, please. I'm good. Go ahead, Joe.
Yo, hey, listen, people change.
All of a sudden,
what does being in the streets mean to you? Is that basically having sex with different women, dating different women, or just collabing with, chilling different women? What does being in the streets mean to you?
Being in the streets is like setting up my schedule, my time with different people and scheduling it out. Nikki, say what you got to say, because we ain't gonna keep doing this side.
Hey, wait, let me get through these. I'm gonna let Nikki rebuttal because I know she got a bunch of stuff to
That's what that means to me. That's not my schedule.
I'm trying to get syndicated, so I'm not doing it on this show with Kareem. But go ahead, Joe. He's doing parole talk. That's what we call parole talk. With somebody trying to get a job. Go ahead, talk to Joe about the Be the man of the streets. I can't.
All right.
I can't. I'm be quiet because I'm be quiet. I'm be quiet. Go ahead.
What is the reactions that you get from women? So this is one that it always changes from the male perspective to the woman perspective. So when you're out in the streets and you meet a girl, a woman, and y'all talking, you like, yo, just right now, I'm focused on me. I'm being so honest about me right now. I like you, I like hanging with you, but I don't want nothing from this really. What is your experience with that? Like, what's the reaction you get from girls when you have those conversations?
Usually when I have those conversations, it's like, well, I've had one situation where a girl was just like, that's not really what I'm looking for, right now. She wanted something more serious. And I was like, yeah.
With that girl, so yeah, I figured I was going to go. Does she still deal with you though?
She does.
Okay. All right, so how does that work out? So you told her what it is. She told you what she wants, but y'all continue to still.
Can I be excused? Can I be excused? Because I don't like bullshit. I can't be excused. I'm done. Cash me out for the day, bro. I'm good. I need to be excused. Produce the log you got. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Cash me out. Check me out and check out. Right? I'm good. I'm done.
How does that work with her?
He's a fucking liar. He did not tell no story. This is so animated and scripted, my nigga. He didn't tell no story that if she still deal with him. The fuck?
I definitely did, though.
Cut me off.
Huh?
I want my producer to cut me off.
No, producer. But yeah, how does that work? Like these conversations that we have amongst friends, barbershops, all types of things about, yo, yeah, I don't want no girlfriend. I don't want this, I don't want that. But you're still gonna deal with different people.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you don't come off as an asshole doing nothing, but you're gonna go out on dates, and they may take it like, oh, he's trying to see what's this gonna come from. But those conversations, I think, that are important. Are you having that with the person, and how are they reacting to it? Because I've had conversations with some of my friends that are women, and I think it comes across like they feel like they can change where you want to be at or your stage in your relationship. So how do you deal with that? Because I've had my car key. I've been in a lot of domestic situations on these streets.
I mean, I haven't gotten to that point yet where it's gotten crazy, because if I see it getting crazy like that, I'm going to just cut it if I even see any signs of that. But, I mean, for the most part,
I'm sorry. I follow. I'm sorry.
Man, whatever, Nikki. For the most part, I mean, if that conversation comes up again, it's going to be like, hey, we've kind of already had this conversation, and it's nothing against you. I like you. You're a cool vibe, but that's not what I want right now, and I can't give that to you right now because I'm just being selfish for me right now. And that's it.
Bro, Nikki, shit is funny as hell. Dad wants to come help you so bad.
There's a lot of situations y'all should have helped him out, because now since he's the man of the streets, he representing y'all crew, the man of the streets. There's a lot of stories on here.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's the growth. So that's why I want to bring Reem on. Like, 100%. We all know each other's stuff.
I don't got no shame.
The growth.
Yeah, like, all right, so Reem, yeah, you've always been in the streets, really, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so
I'm done.
no, if you're not in a relationship, you're probably in the streets. So that's why I'm getting to the point. Like, so
Where's the music?
your streets before those experiences or those mistakes, like you be saying sometimes, like, damn, I should have listened. I did this and that. How is these two different streets different for you? What was you doing back then?
Before, I was just walking out in the street, not looking for traffic, not paying attention, just kind of in my own world. You know what I mean? And now I'm paying attention to what's going on and adjusting to the ways of the streets.
We shouldn't have sent him the questions because he has scripted these. That's
well, I have, but I have been looking at it for the whole time.
I'm sorry.
You say he's scripted.
Ask her questions.
TV to this nigga. I'm sorry.
Because you ain't gonna keep coming for me on camera. So what's up? But please let her ask her questions.
I don't have no
Damn, ain't you at the house?
music. I'm good. I don't have anything to say.
It's different at the house.
No.
What is he talking about? Please tagging me. I just saw him. Yo, this is funny. Nikki, ask him what you want to ask. He said,
why didn't you fuck that girl when we was in the room with you?
Oh shit,
okay.
Girl.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, we going there.
I can come with some more. If you the man in the streets, if you the big man in the crew, you that nigga, why you didn't fuck that girl in the room when all of us was in there not that long ago? Fuck out of here.
You know what? I'm not like these southern niggas, and I always got to get that raw. That's what I'm sticking with. Hey, look, and I got to come after the fact, right? Right?
This is such a parole talk. What are you even talking about? I asked you why you didn't fuck
I just answered your question.
down there at Charlie's house. Specifically, I'm saying, what happened? But you're the man in the street.
And I just told, and hold on. You asked the question. I'm telling you. All right. So, like I said, Nikki, at the time when y'all wanted me to pop it off there in the room,
want you to. The bitch was on your lap. I didn't want you to, bro. I was sitting down there. I didn't. That wasn't my shit. That bitch jumped on your lap. Not. I mean, I was just there.
She did. But also, I didn't have protection.
Like,
I didn't have protection. Look. I can be out here in these streets, but you gotta have protection, and that's my thing. So I'm not about to
play with your mama because we got a condom for you.
Oh,
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Man,
after the fact. After the fact.
And my girl told you at the Waffle House and you would still say no, so don't come with that man in the streets.
Who at the Waffle House?
Log me the fuck off, bro. I'm out.
He said, who's on the Waffle House?
What is that? Because so that definitely happened. Because now you just throwing stuff out there, Nikki. Now
that didn't happen. If she was dressed, I would bring her on. If she was dressed, I would. If she right behind me, bro. If she was dressed, I would bring her on. Don't play with me.
Yeah, bring her on, please. Let me know verbatim who was it that was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you right now. Because there wasn't nobody at the Waffle House talking like that. So since we here now, since you wanna huh?
I love you. I love you.
Nah. Keep that same energy.
Listen. Y'all are funny.
I love
you.
You knew this was gonna happen when you got. That's why you was hesitant. You knew that. So you should have called me before and say, "Hey, Nikki, maybe you should." But I still would. But if you that man in the street, I want you to be that same nigga though. Okay, but I'm be that same nigga. Be that same nigga. That's all I'm saying.
100%.
This is why I was like, because Reem is the fresh doing. He's still learning. I mean, if he continues to take advice, heed advice, learn from his mistakes.
Yeah,
it will get better. And this is just bad funny because
I know she was dealing with that.
He was like Reem, and I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you what I've seen. I'm telling you what I see.
And I'm telling you what I've seen. And I have my stuff.
So you see, I'm vouching. Yeah.
The bitch standing right behind me can say, like, yeah, that nigga.
Put her on the stand, put her on camera. I don't want to hear Nikki.
We working.
Put her on camera. Put her on camera. That's not my fault. You know what you was going to call your witness. You was going to call your witness to the stand. She should have been ready because you was going to pull that. So you want to come at me now. And like I said, that conversation never happened. Period. She never came to me and was like, I'm trying to get it in right now. So if she did, I'd be like, you know what, Nikki, you right. The first one, like I said, no protection. I'm sorry. I'm not going out like that.
Did I hand you a condom at Charlie's?
After the fact, after it happened, did you not?
There's no
Because
after.
that's like handing me the condom. It was like, oh, why you didn't do it? Right? Now you smiling now, right? Now you smiling. Nikki, stop trying to stop.
No, don't do that.
Stop.
I wish we could. Corey, I'm not going to use up the rest of your argument with you because we've been arguing about this for 7 months.
It's
So
not an argument.
I debriefed the next day. I debriefed the next day, and I still have the same story. And there was other people in the room with me on both situations, my nigga. I fuck with you, but I mean,
first off, listen. The first, like I said, the first situation in Charlie's house, we already passed that. The second situation in Waffle House, that was not a thing. Yo, get out of here.
What you say? Like, you the second situation.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he said.
Listen.
He's the man in the streets, though. Niggas go to him. He the king. He the king.
Hey, you know what?
704.
Hey,
fuck out of here.
Hey, you can have your perspective.
I love you. Happy New Year.
Yeah, I love you too. Nothing but love.
Hey. Oh my God, this is funny. They got so many questions.
I was gonna do it. I don't even understand why he thought I wasn't. He should have talked to me. Hey, like,
listen, I mean, look, you said what you said, and I said what I said. I mean, I'm not going.
Yeah.
You record so you can be like, so you can touch it.
Y'all two could do an hour full just going back and forth. I know y'all could.
You know why I told that nigga? Because that nigga told me I'm a man. He said I'm aggressive like a nigga. The fuck out of here.
I said you were physically a man.
Yeah, he told me I was aggressive like a man. Where they do that at? Absolutely not.
Listen.
At all.
Listen. We already over 6 minutes. Y'all got me a
Out of here.
Yo, Reem, I appreciate it.
Hey. Nigga, fuck you. That's a fucking lie.
Hey, yo, Nikki. Hey, when I see you, it's all love. But keep that shit energy, though.
You will be that same nigga. I'm telling you. I just want you to be that same nigga.
I'm gonna be that same person.
On the streets. We have you the man in the streets. I said, oh, okay. I want you to be that same nigga.
I didn't claim.
Right now. What's
up? Listen. We would discuss this again.
I'm not a bully. You can pop me, man. I'm not a bully.
We'll discuss this again. Reem, keep living your best life. It's Tuesday. Y'all should be getting up with the group for Taco Tuesday, I'm assuming today.
And vote. If you're in Georgia, vote. Go vote. I'm about to go vote right now. Don't vote for Reem of the man in the streets, though. Look,
me and Nikki gonna close out, but this shit is funny, yo.
You know I was gonna do that. Next week, our topic will be older women with younger men. So I know everybody will be there for that. So,
I'm gonna sit back on this one because I'm gonna love this.
Tune in at 12 o'clock.
Yes.
We appreciate all our guests. We appreciate y'all for coming on. Happy New Year. Be safe out there. Vote if you're in Georgia, and just stay safe. Get your unemployment checks tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. I appreciate it.
All right.
Peace, everybody.